Welcome to another session of Facehuggers and Friends, an alien RPG podcast. I, as always, am your brave host and technically called Game Mother, Brian Kershaw. And I am going to lead a group of brave, intrepid explorers through the darkened halls of the Demeter, a spaceship with a strange engine, which they need to recover for Weyland-Yutani. And they might be in a little bit of what in the technical term is called a pickle. Before we dive into that, I am going to have each of us introduce their various characters, and I'm going to add a little wrinkle inspired by Kevin giving us key details about Lucky each episode. Please share your name, your show, what character you're playing, and why the audience needs them to survive. Steven.
Hi, I'm Steven. I am the co-host of Midday Movies, where we talk about movies through the lens of history, our own personal experience, and relationships. I will be playing Okamoto Renzo, the company man. He hates hospitals and hates the medical insurance industry. One fun fact about Okamoto Renzo that might make you want to save him is that though he is a company man, he is looking out for the people around him, and he's got Comtech down, right? Like, he's the one who's going to be able to figure out how to hack through systems, get you those maps. And without those maps, this crew is screwed.
So really, he needs to stay alive because we need
Exactly.
him.
He is needed.
No, we just need the maps.
But you can't get the maps without Okamoto Renzo.
All right. And Laura.
Well, hello. I am Laura, the other co-host of Midday Movies, a thoughtful, delightful movie review podcast that sometimes features industry professionals. I am playing Li Fenbao, your friendly neighborhood space colonial marine. The reason that you need Li Fenbao on this team till the end is twofold. First fold, guns. Second fold, a thing you may not know about Li Fenbao is that my pronouns are she, they. So the survival of Li Fenbao means a groundbreaking change to the alien universe where we have not just a final girl, but a final them.
A final them. Bold selection. Shay.
Well, hi there. I'm Shay. I am one of the hosts of Rainy Day Rabbit Holes Unhinged History, or History Unhinged. I should know the name of my own show at this point. We take you on a journey through the unhinged histories of Western America. We have a particular fondness for the 1800s, where things were wild and wacky and a little crazy. And I play Amelia, who is a pilot. And the reason that we need Amelia to survive is because you need somebody to fly the dang ship to get you away. And I think that that's pretty important. Otherwise, you're just stuck in space.
Good points.
Powerful.
Jason.
Well, hello. My name is Jason. I am, most importantly, Shay's older brother, but occasionally I show up on her podcast, Rainy Day Rabbit Holes History Unhinged, which I actually do know the name of. And I play Freya Yaden, the hard-boiled space marshal. And the reason why I should survive is because she's a plucky redhead, and everybody loves a plucky redhead.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm also not bad with a pistol, so that'll work.
Yeah, guns. Good argument.
Guns. Yeah.
Guns
I
are
know, she's kind of shady, though.
alien universe.
Shay, I don't know how to tell you this. You're all kind of shady.
I have a
I
kitten
stand
in
by
every
that
pocket.
And last, but absolutely never least in our hearts, suffering through a terrible man flu, joining us bravely right now, Kevin.
Yes, and I don't even sound like I have the flu anymore because I've overcome it. Yes, I'm Kevin. I am the host of the improv comedy podcast Tyrant in Training, where every week I chat to a different person about how they would rule their own country as a tyrannical ruler. And I am playing Tamura Lucky Saburo. Lucky is a space trucker of many years who is a big friendly giant of a man. He's not tall, but he's a giant in personality.
He's a giant in how much he loves butts.
Butts and Cigarettes, is the name of his new album.
Butts and butts, as it were.
Every type of butt. And the reason why you guys want Lucky to survive is because, let's be honest, and this isn't throwing shade at any one of you, but the name of the thing is Facehuggers and Friends, and Lucky's the only one who's really taken the friends part to heart. He is walking around this place making friends with everyone, except Li Fenbao.
Oh,
Because who would?
It feels.
When is he going to take the face huggers portion to heart, though?
No,
the real
that's for
question.
ye handle that. Lucky will do the friends part. And why everyone who isn't on the ship wants Lucky to survive is because Lucky actually is the key to a vaccine for man flu. So unless you want that going around the world for the rest of your life, you need Lucky.
Around the whole galaxy,
Mhm.
no less.
Exactly, yeah.
International
Yeah,
Savior Lucky.
Two of you said you've never heard of this. Is that not an American thing as well?
Oh no,
Or-
it's an American thing. My husband is struck down by a man flu about once a year.
And God bless him, he gets back up. So yeah,
With my help. With my help.
With the necromancy of Shay.
Exactly. You know, I was wondering, do you think that man flu could be altered to take out the xenomorphs? It's that powerful.
do you want me to
Ooh.
cough at the
Yes.
xenomorph?
So
Is what
that
you're
maybe
saying?
that's what we do next time we encounter
Is-
one. Lucky, just go up and just cough directly into its face.
Oh, if it's male, it might work.
There's only one way to find out.
If it starts complaining,
How do we figure out the sex of a xenomorph?
oh, play a Joe Rogan podcast if they look interested.
Oh, no.
It's male. If they go, oh,
Like,
he's
makes
a
some
down-to-earth
good
guy.
points.
Yeah.
Now,
It's just asking questions.
listener, I don't want to prejudice you, but one of these players did suggest playing a Joe Rogan podcast, so I'm not going to name who's about to die in a terrible xenomorph encounter.
Hopefully it's Joe
But
Rogan.
It's dramatically weighted at this point. All right, so you may be wondering, if you're just tuning in now, why I have asked all of these players why their character needs to survive. And it's because on our previous episode, after resting, recovering, discovering the crew member that they have just aligned themselves with is a synthetic, the players made their way into the communications room of the Demeter, a ship adrift in space, which they need to get the currently running HR engine from.
Do we all know that he's a synthetic, or is it just Freya?
No, it is only Freya Jaden who has realized this,
Mm.
and she's been
Okay.
keeping those cards close to the vest.
I told you she's shady.
That's what I've been saying
Now-
this whole time.
Most definitely.
While in the communications room, several of you had very important secret projects to work on that you were actively engaged in. Thankfully, Lucky was also there and happened to look up and was scanning the ceiling with his flashlight and spotted a creature wrapped around the bulkhead. It was a long, sinuous humanoid shape, at least 2.5 meters tall, and had a long, barbed tail. Its body looked more metallic than organic, and it had metal teeth of a bright silver metallic hue. And as Lucky was looking up at it, its lips slowly retracted, letting some drool spatter down across it. Now, thankfully, dear listener, Lucky is not surprised.
Quick, Lucky,
So-
give it a smooch.
Wait, I need to boost its butt.
Kevin, you are going to get a full action before we deal out initiative cards. Now, Kevin has been racking his brain for I think a real-world week on how he's going to successfully rescue us all. And I'm still waiting for I leave the room and lock the door.
He runs away and welds the door shut with all of us in the room with the alien. Is that what's
find
gonna
out.
happen?
Classic Lucky.
Game
And-
mothers.
I'll be honest, I just keep going through different movies I've seen recently. Like, one of them is Turn into the Hulk. The other one is to go, witness me, and then use the cutting torch over my mouth like the chrome thing, like in Mad Max.
That's a bold choice. I don't think that's going to help. I can say you won't get killed by the xenomorph then.
That is true.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to tease this out. So, the xenomorph is looking at me. Or, it's aware of me now.
The alien creature has almost a greenish metallic color to it.
Yeah.
Wrapped around a bulkhead on the ceiling. It's about maybe 8-9 feet up from you. It is staring at you with an eyeless face. You think that something is about to happen, but you don't know what.
Okay, first of all, it's 9 feet up in the air. I can't attack it, right? Now when you have a cutting torch in you, even if it didn't have acidic blood, there's no point in me doing that. I can't run out of the room because my agility isn't great anyway. And then I'll be accused of leaving people behind, even though Lee Finn is one of them.
Oh.
What I'm thinking is, we walked into that room. The alien was already there, right?
Mm-hmm.
It didn't just pounce immediately. Like, fucking Okamoto's walking around there going, "Can I have a computer, please? I don't want to go under the man who's hanging." Like we're all having full-blown conversations. and I'm sorry I'm going into a rant, but we went in, one of us said, oh, his chest is burst, and another person went, no, actually, it's his bed. Like, we didn't think, oh, maybe we shouldn't walk into this room immediately unless we checked everywhere. But what I'm saying is, I think in this action, I would have enough time to say, in an urgent but like calm, we all have to get out now. But what I want to do is, I want to look at the wall, because if I'm near the door, there should be some sort of mechanical maintenance box for either lights or air conditioning or like an Alexa or something, right? I want to jam my cutting torch into that. I'm hoping steam comes out. If there's pipes in the ceiling.
Oh yeah, there's absolutely pipes in here.
But what I want to do is I want to distract this little boy in the ceiling. And I want to get out of there, and hopefully you'll get out.
So you could use the cutting torch and then get out of the room.
Basically, startle and then make a distance from the little thing before we start closing doors. So that's what I'm going to do.
Make a heavy machinery test.
Come on, Lucky. Do I have time to light a cigarette before I do this?
Nope.
It feels like right.
For Lucky, that is a fast action, though.
Actually, I could argue that. So I press on heavy machinery, not strength, right?
Correct. You press on heavy machinery.
Yeah, and then I'm not
and then
adding
you get
anything.
a bonus from the cutting torch.
Oh.
And that bonus for the cutting torch, let's say that's I believe a +1 bonus on there. So feel free to add that in.
I'll do that, absolutely.
So Lucky always has a cigarette in his mouth, lit or not. And if he's bringing out a cutting torch, that's a flame. As he's moving that cutting torch towards the pipe, he could quickly pass the cigarette to light it. Just saying,
That's two actions for one right there. Yeah, that's right. That's
There's a reason Lucky doesn't have eyebrows.
It's not a style choice. Okay, so I add 1 for the cutting torch.
Yep.
To my dice, and then I submit. Then I roll successfully.
What'd you get?
Did I? Oh my god, I did! Success! 1!
Yeah,
and no
success.
panic. Nice.
Easy.
Perfect.
I light cigarette with a smirk.
So, there's only a brief sizzle of hair from the remains of the eyebrow follicles. You slice through that steam vent and manage to point it in the direction you want.
I did say to everyone, okay, everyone get out.
You did say get out. Yep.
Um,
So I'm going to add one extra wrinkle onto this for you all. This is on the edge of the ship. You actually have kind of space that is outside past these bulkheads.
Ooh, blow it out the airlock.
There is not an actual airlock on this room, but you can always make one. In the event that this room becomes depressurized, a blast door will drop down, similar to what you saw around electrical engineering before. That big, very heavy-duty door. Now, a room can become depressurized in the event that you miss with a ranged attack in here. If you had a true smart gun, like they had in Aliens, it actually wouldn't even fire in this room. It would detect, hey, you could kill us all, you don't get to shoot. Thankfully, you have dumb guns, so you're fine.
But if we wanted to depressurize this room from the outside, we actually could just shoot through the communications wall from the outside of the room.
As long as no one else is in the room.
Yes. Yep.
Amelia, how badly do we need that data disk?
So,
We've all done a lot of plotting and planning.
yes.
So we are going to jump in. Steven, what is Okamoto going to do?
All right, I'm worried about that data disk and how important it is, but I'm more worried about that xenomorph on the ceiling that's looking at us.
And snarling and snapping as steam is blasting it in the face.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, I say to Amelia, because I noticed this data disk is still loading, how important is that information? Because we need to get out of here right now. Seal this thing in here.
Very.
That is the only talking you could do for your turn.
Okay, I need to get out of that room because I take one hit from this thing, I am dead. So I need to get out. I just sprint out the door and look at the door panel and see if I can do anything with it.
Oh yeah, very similar to last time. You think it's something that you could immediately pop open and start working on. All right, so that's a fast action from Okamoto to get out of the room. Any slow action that you're doing?
Slow action, I want to start working with this door panel and see if there's any extra functionality I can get out of it. Because I don't want to lock people in, but I want to be able to quickly close this door or do something to the room if I can.
Make a Comtech roll for me.
Okay. And 3 successes.
Nice. All right. What I will give you for that is Okamoto runs out of this room, rips the panel off the wall, immediately plugs his data pad and begins hitting some keys. You can do one of three things. You can open or close the regular door. You can open or close the blast door, or you can open or close either of those on a timer.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to say, hey, this blast door is dropping in 2 rounds, you could do that.
I think closing the blast door in 2 rounds might be a good approach here. Okay, so yes, I set it to close in 2 rounds, and I let people know that I've done that. Blast door's coming down. Get what you need. Get out of there.
Okay. Li Fen Bao, what are you going to do?
Okay, well, I'm not going to risk this room, so I'm going to do a fast action of dashing out to the hallway, and can I be put into Overwatch?
Overwatch is a fast action.
Okay.
Yeah, so dashing out will use your fast action. You could take a shot at it if you want.
I do want. We do have 2 people in there.
Mm-hmm. Now, I do want to add something very important that I forgot.
Yes.
We had a lot of panic happen on a lot of rolls previously. With ranged attacks, in the event that you panic, you actually empty the clip.
Oh, no.
So I'm not going to go back and listen to the records to figure out how many bullets were technically lost, but keep in mind moving forward, if you roll a panic on a ranged attack, not only do you miss, you also wound up panic firing and losing all your ammo.
Okay, let me ask you this. Dash is a fast action. Fantastic.
Mhm.
What about a saunter?
Any form of move is going to be a fast action.
Can saunter jauntily towards the door.
What if I do a little kickflip out the door and then go into Overwatch?
You do a mambo out the door. Does that work?
Yeah.
Only if it's Mambo number 5.
Exactly.
You know, you're in luck. No, I do have to dash. We all need to get out of here as fast as we can. I dash out. My long action, I guess, is going to be, can I just examine the alien? Can I observation at it and
I'll allow it.
see what it's doing?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm going to do an observation roll. Luckily, I didn't panic. Luckily, I succeeded in observing twice.
Okay, 2 successes. So you take a moment and kind of study this creature. Li Fen Bao has never seen anything like this before. The way it's moving, the way its body kind of twitches and wriggles. It's clearly biological, but the shine of the carapace, the look of metal pieces protruding from it, it's clearly non-organic. There's something fundamentally wrong about this creature.
Mm-hmm.
And she starts to notice little details as well. She got those 2 successes. There's little bits of moss and mold that have grown in between some of those carapace plates.
Mm-hmm.
There's almost a floral kind of scent around this creature. This whole thing appears to have both plant, animal, and non-organic components to it. As if it somehow has absorbed a lot of the plant life that's in this place.
Interesting.
It is animal, vegetable, and mineral.
Mm-hmm. The
The
only thing it's missing is
omni-alien.
fungi. All right, and that is Li Fen's turn. The slavering alien is up. Now again, dear listener, in the Alien RPG, this does work a little bit differently for players than it does for monstrous xenomorphs. They have what is referred to as signature attacks. So I don't actually know what this terrible thing is going to do.
Oh, joy.
It's got a 1 in 6 chance of doing 6 different moves, so let's find out. It does a hypnotizing gaze. Shay, pick odds or
Oh,
evens
lovely.
for me.
Odds.
All right, I rolled a 1, so Freya, its attention suddenly focuses in on you, becoming hyper fixated on you.
Right.
It makes this low, guttural, growling sound. And suddenly, you just feel like you can't look away from it. You gain +1 stress, and you make a panic roll.
Okay. What do I roll for panic?
That'll be a D6 plus your current stress.
Generic D6 2, stress level 3, that's a 5.
Okay, you know what? Could be worse. In this moment, you are still holding stuff together.
Okay.
You're panicking, you could feel it, but you don't freak out.
Good job.
Don't freak out.
It also lets go of the ceiling. As it's falling, it rights itself in the air and lands in a crouch. Its carapace glistening from the hot steam, and it peels back those lips as thick, gelatinous slaver falls out of its mouth. We're going to say it fell right over here, meaning it's not immediately engaged with any of you. Lucky, what are you going to do? You're up.
You know what, the whole blast door thing? Honestly, my general plan, if I was like the team leader on this whole thing, I'd be like, can we douse Pionk in the bug juice and send him down the corridor? And then have it hopefully chase after him and we can jump in and lock the blast doors. We'll just stay inside in the communications room for a bit. But anyway, we'll keep him alive. I have an idea what I'm going to do. I think what I want to do is, I want to grab the cutting torch, but I don't want to like cut anything, right? I basically just want to spark that flame.
Yep.
I want to go there behind Freya, grab hold of her, and pull her back through the door. She's the closest to it.
All right.
And make sure, because if I panic, I don't want this happening, but I want to, like, when I grab her, put my hand fully out with the cutting torch, so like, you know, I'm not putting the flame right beside her face. I just want the alien to be distracted by, ooh, look, big bright flame, instead of looking directly at Freya. That's my action.
Got it. What I will say for that one is either a strength or a mobility roll.
My reasoning was I'm just using brute strength to drag her out. Like, she's coming whether she wants her or not.
You know what? Actually, feel free to roll stamina on that one then. Just kind of manually hoofing somebody back.
Okay. And you piece of... Oh, success.
Nice.
One success.
All
I am
right.
kicking ass. Lucky.
Freya, a strong arm suddenly wraps around you and yanks you back out of the room.
I know this is inappropriate, Brian, but since the success... Can I grab her butt?
I know what's going. I know what is coming.
Look, I know in real life I do not support this, but just for a bit of a fun podcast. It's not just for boosting, it's for pulling.
That's not even a little true.
No.
All right, I'll give it to you with your one success. Stephen, for those 3 successes you got, this door can also radio Sharon. Lucky, you reach forward, you scoop, and yank Freya back by the back of her jeans.
By the butt. Say it.
By the butt.
Right.
And move her out into that hallway, leaving only Amelia in the room with the alien.
Sorry.
You're going to grab anybody's butt and pull them out. Why not me?
Do you know what? I realize Lee Fenn's the only one now that I haven't. And I never will.
And
But
never
Good.
will.
I don't want it.
She'll
One
shoot
of the
you.
reasons why she
She'll
has
shoot you
armor
dead.
covering her butt.
Yeah.
All right, and Lucky manages to yank Freya out, leaving Amelia alone with the slavering alien. And it's up.
So if I leave my disc in the computer terminal, I'm just going to have to come back for it later.
In theory.
If we can get back to it.
Right. But I've got some of the information.
Yep. And on your turn, you'll be able to check in on the percent that's copied over. Well, if you get a turn. We'll find out what the alien's about to do.
Don't like
Right.
that.
Oh, I forgot there was an alien before me. Damn it.
So, it springs forward, lunging at Amelia, getting right up in her face. And these 2 arms come swinging in. You manage to stumble back a step, and the creature lands with a thump on this moss-covered ground. It did not successfully hit you. However, it did land engaged with you. That means it's basically in this really close, dangerous range.
Okay.
If you try and get away from it, you'll have to use your slow action to retreat.
Okay.
Oh, you guys are engaged? That's so sweet.
Aw.
Aww.
You're gonna see
Congratulations.
the Instagram pictures on that?
It's going to be a
Zeno and
spring
Amelia.
wedding.
Oh.
Destination or no?
Lots of flowers.
I mean, it
Zeno
already
wants to
brings its
provide
own
those.
flowers.
It's true. Freya, you are up.
Okay, I'm going to use my fast action to slap Lucky.
It's reasonable.
And then
Literally
thank
saved your ass.
That's right.
You also save the rest of her.
Oh, that's
Exactly.
true. Good.
Well, that counts too.
All right, well, maybe we won't slap then. I'm actually going to do something a little crazy here. I would like to push Pionk into the room with Amelia and the the alien.
All right. In that case, make a close combat check.
Close combat.
I will say, he wasn't expecting this.
Just before you roll, I would suggest do pushing by the butt. It's up to you. I'm just warning you. That's how you do it. If you fail,
Sure, I'll give him a shove by the butt.
All right, roll
Any
it.
dice to add, or just roll it?
You know what? I'll actually give you a +2 modifier because Pionic did not expect this.
Okay. 2.
Oh no.
Mm,
0 successes and 1 panic.
All
push.
right.
Can you push? You can push that.
You cannot because you rolled a panic.
Oh no.
Once you roll a panic, it's all downhill
It's
from
all
there.
down. Oh no.
So roll a panic check. That is going to be your 1d6 plus your current stress level.
So does my stress level go up 1 for that as well?
I believe
Or
it
is
would
it just
have
what it was
automatically taken
currently?
care of itself. So it's whatever
Okay.
it's on there.
So that's a 2 again, and stress level is 3.
Okay, I think this will have a panic effect. Oh, Jason, you've gotten so lucky. A 1 through 6 is keeping it together. So Freya steps forward, puts a hand apparently on Pionic's buttocks, and just gives him a shove. He doesn't move an inch.
Step into it, Freya. You have to step into it.
You tried to push, like, with your whole body to shove this guy in the room, and it's like trying to push a wall. There's not an inch of give to him.
Okay. So was that my fast action, or was that all my action?
Shoving somebody is a fast action, so you've technically got a slow action still.
So I take it stunning him with a stun baton would be a fast
That would be a slow action.
Oh, okay. Great. Can we stun Pionic then?
Did you have the stun baton out before?
I was, yeah. Because we were talking with Lucky about stunning the alien and
Welding. Stun and welding.
Yep. I'll give it to you then. You can actually click right on the stun baton in your inventory.
Oh. Success on that one.
Now, Pionic does get to try and use his fast action to block that. After the push on the butt, he realized something was going on.
They often do.
So you got 1 success. He is going to attempt to block, and he also got 1 success. Are you going to push that roll?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and push that roll.
Okay, yeah, you keep adding that stress.
And why not?
guys, why is Freya fighting Pionic?
You don't know. It just
down.
happened out of nowhere. All right,
yeah.
so hit the push button,
Okay.
There's an alien on top of Amelia, and he's there.
and he's like, this motherfucker.
Well, Freya doesn't like me. We've established that. So Freya's fine if I die.
Okamoto Renzo's eyes narrow at Freya as she's doing this, but says nothing.
I'm taking notes so I can do the same to Li Feng.
And were you able to get the roll pushed, or you want me to hit that button?
Yeah, it's not. Let me do it.
0 panics, 2 successes. You give a quick push of the stun baton into Pionic's back as he tries to push it away. There is a crackle of electricity, and he looks very confused. And his eyes start like wildly looking around.
Great. Can I shout to the rest of the team members here? He's not human. He's a replicant. Push him into the other room.
All right, and that's Freya's action. Amelia,
Okay, so I am sitting here faced with this alien.
you've got an alien right in front of you. You see that the long data disk is at 95%.
Okay.
However, pulling it out is going to be a slow action, as would retreating from the room.
Okay.
Decisions.
Okay, well, look. I'm very fast. Can I use an agility roll to jump over there? To jump away from the alien?
If you make a successful agility roll, I'll let you escape from the alien without getting any kind of attack from it.
Okay, so I'm going to try to lunge away from the alien towards the computer terminal.
Go for it.
All right, do I add
Don't
anything or
panic.
just do it as?
Just straight. Yep.
Wait,
Just quick
question.
agility.
Oh,
Can
too
she-
late.
And how'd you do?
3 successes.
Nice. So this creature is hissing, it's growling, its jaws start clicking, and Amelia just jumps and rolls and gets over to the computer. And you are able to pull this data disk out at 95%.
Okay, awesome. I pull that out. I slide it into one of my mini pockets next to the kitten.
Mhm.
Do I still have, was that my slow?
Slow action to pull it out without damaging it, and then a fast action to kind of do like the jump away.
Okay, so now I'm just standing by this terminal, crouching by it, and that's it for my turn, I guess? Okay.
It's not going to mess with the transfer by her pulling it out early, right? It just stays at 95%?
We'll find out.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Well, somebody come help me. Thanks.
Pionic is up. He's looking around. His face is kind of twitching. His hands are spastically moving. There's a little bit of white liquid that's dribbling from his mouth. But he's unable to act. Okamoto, you're up. And Freya's yelling for you to push him into the room.
And he's not human. He's not human.
I don't say anything yet because Okamoto is very flustered by what just happened.
The door is closing at the end of this round.
Yeah.
Okay.
We would all know what synthetics are in this universe, right?
Of course.
Okay. He's a synthetic.
But I don't think Okamoto would still be cool with you pushing him in just because they're not human. He's still Weyland Yutani employee / property.
Well, we got a xenomorph out there.
All right, so Steven, what are you doing? You don't have too much time to talk with people.
Okay. So what I'm going to do, I want to pull out a girl. I want to pull out Amelia from the room. See if I can do that with an agility check.
Now, she is much further in there than Freya was when Lucky did that. If you want to try it, you can, but if you fail or panic, you are going to be right in the slavering alien's reach, especially with a door that's going to close at the end of this round.
I just want to close the door, but I don't want to close it while she's in there.
Thanks.
Is there anything else I can do with this panel?
You can basically force close the door right now, disable the change that you made last time, or you can alter when the close is going to go off. Because you did get 3 successes, so that's pretty good.
Can you communicate with Dr. Jack?
You also don't have a radio, if I recall correctly.
I don't.
Which is why you kept leaning into other people, being like, tell Jack I said hi!
It's true.
Hey, Brian. On the upper end of this room, I've got what looks like a window icon. Is that in the communications room? Is that a...
It is. That is a vent.
Okay. I mean, Amelia's good at vents. It's one of my talents.
Yeah, an event would put you out of range of a grenade if we threw it in.
So there's a vent above this area. I think we have to think about where we want to go if this thing gets out of the room.
There's a vent in the communications room. There is actually a vent over where you guys are as well that is open and accessible.
Okay.
Above a couple of couches, you see a vent similar to where Amelia climbed in before from that locker room.
Does the vent in the communications room connect to that vent?
You are not sure.
Okay. Well, just saying. I could get out of this room if the door closed.
Oh, that's
that has
true.
to happen.
That's true. Okay. But yeah, I think I'm just telling people, we need to get out of here. I'm closing the door in just a second, as soon as Amelia gets out.
Yeah.
And Lee Fen?
Can I do a quick action to find debris, like a rock-sized thing in my immediate vicinity?
Sure. There's clumps of moss, there's branches of things, there's the plants that got tasered by Freya earlier.
Okay, I'll take a branch, and I want to throw it at the alien's head.
Okay. Is this trying to injure it, or is this trying to just distract it?
Distract it. Although, if injured, delightful.
I will say it'd be 2 different skills to potentially try and do that.
Okay.
If you are trying to get it to pay attention to you, I would say that would be either command or manipulation. If you are trying it to actually hurt it with this, good luck, and it would be ranged combat.
Well, ranged combat's a better score for me, so...
Now, I'm also going to say just chucking a branch at it is going to have a little bit of a penalty. You'll probably get like a -1 on that roll.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to hurl your impromptu spear, though.
I still do, and it's still higher than my other skills.
Go for it.
All right, I'll -1.
Yep, so ranged combat and a -1 modifier.
You got it.
Your skill sets.
Still succeeded.
Woo!
All right, you got 1 success. Now, this is obviously a terrifying alien with a metallic carapace, so it does have an armor rating.
Good. I'm happy for it.
And it gets 2 successes. So it reduces the damage you would inflict by 2. So you fling this branch with a little bit of a sharpened edge that you ripped off, and it just pings off this creature's head. But it does whip its eyeless gaze towards you.
Perfect.
Is it? Let's find out.
Let's find out.
And any fast action from Lee Fen Bao?
Overwatch.
Excellent. The alien is up. Let's find out what it's going to do. The creature kind of crouches down and is watching Li Fenbao. You've got your gun trained directly on it, and it's just staring, watching you.
This is what I wanted.
And you feel this sense of tension rising in the air. This moment, almost like in a samurai film, of two people who are very slowly putting hands on weapons, and you're not sure who's going to draw first. Gain +1 stress and make a panic roll.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, and what'd you get?
1.
Okay, a 1 plus your current panic. You are holding it together.
Yeah.
Yep, you're keeping it together.
So calm and cool.
So you've got this gun, you're leveled on the creature's watching you, it's not paying any attention to Amelia at this point, and we've kind of got like the tumbleweed rolling through the center of town moment. Next up, Lucky. Listener, we didn't have that Foley work, that just happened.
Lucky's had a change.
Did that come from Amelia's pockets?
I can't tell whether they're happy or sad. I'm next. Do you know in the middle of this room, what is that? Is that a control panel? Or is it just a
No, that's
grate?
actually a grate that leads up to the top floor.
Oh, okay.
So think of kind of like a classic attic where you pull on a chain and then the
Yes.
stairs drop down.
It's called a drop
that kind of
stair.
style.
Okay.
A drop stair, if you will.
Yes.
I've heard it said.
I was going to go, I have a maintenance jack and that can divert power. And then I was thinking, is there anything I can use it on to like turn off the lights here or make any fucking lights flash inside that room again? But honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing there. I do think, now that Freya has went, he's a synthetic. I've went, property of the Weyland-Yutani Corporation. So I've gone over to
Pionic.
Yeah. I mean, if they're right beside each other, honestly, to put my hand on both of them to be like, I don't want to give a big long speech.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's not time for butts right now. This is Weyland-Yutani business.
Butts are only on personal
What have
time.
you done with Lucky?
Not on company time.
Wow. Lucky's buttoned up.
Oh. So kind of maybe just pulling the two of them apart.
Yeah, I want to snap Pionic out of it. Pionic or whatever out of it. John, I give him a slap across the face, as in a snap out of it. There you go, because he's stunned. I know he's meant to be fine the next one.
Just
anyway,
stunned him just as he was waking up.
but hopefully get him back in the game.
Okay, all right. So trying to like shake him out of it. And
Yeah,
he still
yeah.
seems very confused. He's kind of like twitching around. His eyes are not focusing in the right directions.
Yeah, back to work type of thing.
No roll needed. You're able
Oh.
to kind of like shake him out of it. And he kind of starts to focus in on you again. And as his attention comes focused in on you, you just hear him say, "Those are dangerous."
Oh my god, he's useless. Alright. I thought he'd be fucking amazing.
I was so excited to have Pionic announce that, and I did not expect him to get tasered to the face. All right, the alien is up again.
Oh, I thought I had an action to push Lee Fen into the room. No, I don't want.
I'm on
that's fine.
Overwatch right now.
Yeah, that's fine.
You want to push me?
That would break the Overwatch. The
Oh, darn, I
alien
was
is
hoping
up,
he would activate it.
and it will. Let's find out. The alien starts to jump forward towards Li Fenbao. Laura, you get to shoot it first.
I love that.
I figured you would. So on the character sheet, under the weapons section, you'll see a little die next to your M41A rifle. Click on that. You will not add any modifier, and then you can shoot it.
All right. We've got success.
I love that for you.
Boom. Now, one important question. Do you want to try and push this roll at all? Because the alien is going to get to roll its armor. I'll roll that first so we can find out if it actually is going to succeed. I will also add, because you are using a pulse rifle, it does not get its full armor against this.
Ooh.
Nice.
So it actually got 0 successes.
I love that.
I figured you would. That is going to do a total of 2 damage to the alien. Do you want to push the roll and try and fish for more?
I don't
It's very
really.
dangerous. No, it's a terrible
I'm
idea.
good.
Okay.
Wait, how close is this alien? Is it under the door?
Yup.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
It jumped forward, and as Li Fen was opening fire, it crashes into her and knocks her to the ground. The M41A rifle goes skittering away, sending shots into the walls. Thankfully, not into the comms room and puncturing it. You gain +1 stress and must make a panic test.
Alrighty.
But it is no longer in the room with me.
Mm-hmm. It is literally in the doorway.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a 9.
Oh no.
It could be worse. 9 is you immediately drop your items. Whether by confusion, stress, or the realization that you might die, you drop things that are in hand.
Okay.
Your rifle had already gotten knocked away, so Li Fen, as you are scrambling to get your hands in between you and this thing, its claws lash out, and it knocks the dog tags off your wrist, which goes skittering away under one of the terminals.
Inside the communications room?
Inside the communications room.
All right, well, I'm going back.
You also gain +1 stress.
How many stresses have I taken then? So 2 on this roll?
2 on this roll.
Okay, gotcha.
Freya, you're up.
So the alien is right in the doorway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for some reason I'm not seeing the alien on this map. Oh, there it is. It's right on top of Leaf and Bow.
Yep. Where it should be. Yeah, it incidentally rolled the attack playing with prey.
Okay. I mean, at this point, we need to get it out of the room from us. So I guess I'm going to use the stun baton again to see if I can stun it.
Okay.
I'm not
roll
going
it.
to use it on Pionic this time.
Won't the blast door crush this thing?
Yeah,
That's what I was
If we
thinking.
can stun it and get it to stop in the blast door, hopefully the blast door will just chop it in half.
Am I the only one that can operate the blast door, or can someone else close
So
the
you
had
had
set
it
it
on
on
a
a
timer.
Oh, but you're coming up very shortly. If we successfully get this guy into the blast door either through Freya's actions or Amelia's actions, then you can immediately drop the blast door.
Yeah,
Komodo dropped the blast door.
Stun
Yeah,
him.
But
is there
yeah,
a
let's
panel?
stun him.
On my side too? There's got to be, right?
Yeah, there's door controls on your side as well.
Oh yeah, so if we stun it and kill it, we can get Amelia out like right
Mhm.
away.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go for that stun.
All right, roll it.
2 successes, 1 panic.
You are the king of rolling panic. It
I
has
am.
happened so many times.
Crazy
Um,
pants.
Tragically, panic does mean that the roll automatically fails. So roll a d6.
Okay, that is 1.
You know, despite being the king of panic, you managed to keep it together. You are holding your nerves in check. You spark up this stun baton. You thrust it forward to this thing, and it kind of rears backwards. It opens its mouth wide, and you see a second set of jaws inside of it, snapping and clicking. And it's just enough that you aren't quite able to get this like sparking tip of the cattle prod against it.
Okay,
But it is still in the doorway at least.
Good.
so that's the fast action.
That's a slow action to attack it.
Oh, slow action to attack.
And you'd have to be all up in its grill to be able to do that, so you cannot move away.
Okay,
Mm.
so I am there with it,
Mm-hmm.
holding the line.
Yep.
And I fast action, pull out my revolver.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna activate the revolver. I can't shoot. That's
No,
not a fast action?
because shooting would be a
pull
slow action.
slow
Yep.
action. Okay, cool.
All right, and Amelia.
All right. So
Good news, you're being left alone.
so he's still in the is still in the doorway, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's facing away from me. So I want to go over to the door control panel on my side of this door, and I
Mhm.
want to shut that blast door on the alien. So
Mm-hmm.
what do I roll for that?
You remember Okamoto mentioning it's going to shut right away on its own. So
Okay.
you actually don't even need to trigger it. You think that it's coming down.
Okay. If it comes down, I'm going to be trapped in this room. So I guess I need to go over to that vent and climb up into that vent before the alien notices me.
Perfect. So no roll is going to be needed for that. You're able to climb up on top of those nearby terminals. You can pull the vent straight off. That opens up,
Get in there. Get in there.
and you crawl straight into the vents. Crawling in is going to be your slow action. It'll be your fast action to get over there. Before you scooch out just yet, we're going to put you right at this kind of intersection.
Okay.
There's a path off to your left. There's a path straight ahead. You're able to see a little light up ahead, so you think that will probably connect back to that entry room.
Okay.
But you're also in the complete darkness in there.
Oh, that's fun.
So you're basically only able to see what is right in front of your face. And one final person is up. It's Pionic, who stumbles backwards from Freya, puts his hands up, brushes that kind of whitish goo off of the back of his mouth. Please, I don't want to hurt anyone. And at the end of the round, there is a crash. And that blast door falls. I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is this alien is deceased. You have bifurcated it. The bad news is 2 of you are at very close
Splash
range
damage.
to it.
Oh, no.
And as you've discovered, these aliens are full of acid.
Goo.
So you are going to take acid damage, potentially. And could be worse. Okamoto and Li Fen. As this creature gets chopped in, or Freya and Li Fen. Okamoto, you're fine. Because as we established,
Even as
a
a
strong
warning.
breeze could kill Okamoto.
Yes. Oh, yeah. He strained his
Freya
foot once
and
and
Li
he was
Fen.
out for a week.
It's the man flu.
Yep. This blast door severs this alien in half. It makes a terrible shrieking, and a splash of acidic blood hits the 2 of you. You both take 2 points of damage. Now, if you have armor, like Li Fen does, you can roll that to try and reduce that damage.
I certainly will.
I do not have armor, so I'm just.
Freya
taking
should
the-
probably invest in some of that.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got 2 successes on my armor roll.
So Li Fen manages to kind of roll her shoulder enough that M3 body armor takes the splash of acid. That foul smell of burning plastic and metal starts to fill the air, but you are okay. Freya, unfortunately, you take 2 points of damage.
Okay.
You are in awful pain as this acid covers one of your arms.
All right. Yikes.
Yep, not great for you.
No, I don't.
Oh,
like that
wow,
at
that
all.
was quite a
That was
quite
a
a
big
chunk.
no. Yeah, that's a big chunk.
And perhaps unexpectedly, Pionic rushes over and begins looking at your arm, trying to help.
Oh.
And you
Pionic.
were shocking this guy.
Pionic gets 1 success. He very quickly, using his hands, begins scraping the acid off of you.
Oh, nice. That's very nice of him.
He's still a little bit shaky and twitchy, but looks in your eyes and says, "We aren't enemies. We don't have to be."
We're co-workers.
Shay, you managed to go crawling through the tunnels,
All right.
and very quickly find the rest of the group.
Back, bitches.
And
Yeah.
drop out, land on some couches, and you are okay. And you've got your long data disk.
And Lucky comes over and
Yeah.
puts a cigarette right between my fingers and lights up. And I just sit on the
That-
couch and casually
That is
smoke.
not where I
Well,
thought you were going to go with
yeah,
that,
no,
but
I-
it's for the best.
I sit down right beside her and go, all in a day's work, eh? Yeah, give her a nudge.
And we do a high five.
Yeah,
Yeah.
freeze frame.
I honestly thought that some of you might die during this encounter.
Ooh,
Uh,
it was
Same.
close.
the-
Some of us almost did.
Mhm.
The 6 of you are on shaky feet. You quickly start breaking out the emergency cigarettes. There is just that gentle sound of sizzling coming from the security door.
Freya.
Freya's leather jacket.
And you can see that there is acid sprayed all over it, and it's just kind of beginning to eat into the metal in places.
Can we investigate this really quick? Are we still in combat?
We are out of combat at this point. What are you looking to investigate?
Just the look at the alien really quick.
Mm-hmm. Its body has been split in 2. It's like nothing you've ever seen before. You're staring at this creature that occasionally still like twitches, and its hands kind of claw and wriggle.
Hmm.
And its body is beginning to kind of partially dissolve in its own acid. And Pionic looks at you like, I wouldn't get too close to it. Sometimes they look dead, but they're not.
Oh no.
What do you mean, sometimes day? Have you seen, has he seen one of these before?
I think so.
Yeah, I think we should interrogate Pionik at this point. Be like, hey, thanks for the help. Thanks for the medical help. But what's happening here?
Freya's coming at this from a very harsh stance.
Yeah.
We just almost got killed. I want to find out what's happening. Because I can't.
Very, very fair. It's just the use of the word interrogate.
Oh, okay. Fair
I
enough.
think Lucky's attitude on this is obviously it's a bit, it's a bit scary. I'll give you that. But first of all, Lucky has been in space many, many times. Not that he's ever met anything like this, but he's had, it's been tough jobs. He's taken a lot of substances, so this isn't the first crazy thing he's seen. And I mean, he sees it like a big bug. Oh, that's scary. Now let's all be mindful from now on in case we see any more of these things. But let's not quit the company because it's dangerous or any silly talk to be going on. Let's just be careful next time, right?
Pionik looks between the five of you, and again, kind of slowly puts his hands back up. One of his hands looks a little bit more injured than it did before, where he'd scraped that acid off of Freya. My memory's not so good. It fades in and out. I'm sorry. I think we should go to the A deck and find First Officer Tanis. She'll know what to do, and then maybe we could try and get into the mother system.
I say Sharon Tanis?
No, Tanis Rykova?
Oh, I don't know her yet.
I say Pionik, that's an excellent idea. But before that, Lucky, sidebar.
Yes, of course, I move over.
I'd like to actually move out of earshot, out of the room with Lucky, so we can have a sidebar.
Yeah, you can head down into that other hall a little bit closer to electrical engineering.
Okay, I'll walk down. Be back in a minute, guys.
Okamoto just grabs him right by the butt.
That's what we want to hear right now. Never split up the party. Come on.
All right, are we in the hallway?
Yeah, we can move the two of you down there.
Okay.
I'm down there, yeah.
So, Lucky, you saw what just happened, right?
Is this a performance review?
No, not at all. Not
Okay,
at all.
okay.
No.
All right, just making sure.
You're fine. You're absolutely fine. Nothing to do with you. But as a fellow Weyland-Yutani employee, you saw what Freya did, the lawless marshal, right? To Pionik,
Yeah.
who, number one, Pionik initially we thought was Weyland-Yutani employee. Turns out they're still Weyland-Yutani property, but Freya really acted out of bounds here, right?
Yeah, a bit of panic. Yeah.
Yeah, no, not just a bit of panic, like deliberately twice tried to hurt this Weyland-Yutani employee and then hurt Weyland-Yutani property. I don't think we can let this stand.
Oh, I mean, I've never been in management. What do you want me to do? I can kind of put her aside and go, relax.
I think it's beyond relax. I think this might be beyond a warning. I think it might make sense for us to, since you're a bit of the strong arm here, for you to hold her down and we lock her up until we can figure out what we need to do with her. That was way uncalled for.
But we can't do that. Look around. She's really cool, and she has a gun.
If she's willing to do that to Weyland-Yutani property, who's to say she isn't willing to do that to other Weyland-Yutani employees and us? I'm just saying I don't trust her.
No. Look, I'm friends with her. I'll talk to her. It'll be like a buddy system. That's what we need. We need a buddy system. When I was on a crew before, when we were doing a small little job, we used to have buddy systems because honestly, people are a bit handsy. So I'll talk to her.
I think we need to do a little more than that. I think we need to lock her up for just a bit. We need to make sure that we understand her intentions, where she's coming from. We need to interrogate her because I don't trust her. She
wouldn't command this job. You know what her intentions are. She wouldn't command this job unless she was going to do the job, Maybe she just thought, property. Maybe she doesn't respect the property aspect. You know what I mean? Maybe she thought, I can throw it in. You break a printer in an office or something.
Lucky, she's been shady from day one. I can't turn a blind eye towards this.
I gasped like that. And I do want to point out that Freya is my buddy. I'm backing up my buddy here. Even against
the two of you have kind of a quiet, whispered conversation. In the other room, Amelia's kind of catching her breath for a little bit. She's got that data disk, though, and it was at least at 95%. Hopefully not corrupted. Lee Fen kind of checks her ammunition, makes sure all her grenades are still on tight. Freya's keeping a really close eye on Pionik, who's got his hands up. And somewhere, there are other things moving around the ship who may be aware of the sounds and terrible screeching they just heard. But we'll find out what they are next time
Oh,
Oh, this one was fun. Thank you all so much.
yeah.
Now I have to
We
think
thought
for
the
another
alien
week.
was the largest threat, but it might be Okamoto.
Are you kidding me? Did you see what Freya did?
That's right. Maybe Freya. Who knows?
That was not
no.
cool.
There's some schisming happening.
That was
in
not
the
cool.
company.
I'm just saying.
Can we make an agreement? No more ending it on a cliffhanger for Lucky. Because now I have to think of a week on how am I going to help my friend with management.
Bad news, I can't do that. No promise. I just think maybe the real aliens are the friends we made along the way.
Aw.
All right, and I will see you all for our next episode.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Hello, dear listener, and thank you so much for checking out Facehuggers and Friends, an alien RPG actual play podcast featuring members of the Umbrella Podcast Collective. Our theme song is Heart of the Beast by Kevin MacLeod, and you can find his music at www.incompetech.com, where there's an incredible selection of available music. This episode also features music from artist The Whaley, and you can find his work on YouTube and his Patreon. Links to the individual tracks are in the show notes. Amelia Edwards was played by Shay from the Rainy Day Rabbit Holes podcast. Li Fen Bao was played by Laura Fones. Okamoto Renzo was played by Stephen Frothingham, and you can catch both of them at Midday Movies. Tamura Lucky Saburo was played by Kevin from the Tyrant in Training podcast. Freya Jaden was played by Jason, who you can sometimes find on Rainy Day Rabbit Holes. I'm your host and game master, Brian Kershaw, and you can find more of my work on Spirits and Monsters of Old Seattle. We are all proud members of the Umbrella Podcast Collective, and you can find our shows and other wonderful podcasts by looking for the Umbrella Podcast Collective on Instagram and other socials. Remember to keep an eye on the feed for brand new episodes of Facehuggers and Friends, because in space, no one can hear you podcast.